Vaughn, aka Maze Allove Baby. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, okay? Alright, so let's get into this wig, honey. So today's video is brought to you by Allove Hair, and I'm using a 20-inch straight lace frontal wig in 180% density, and y'all, I freaking love this wig. It fits like a glove. It fits perfectly. The hair is freaking gorgeous. So make sure you check out the description bar below so you can get more information and get you some coupon codes, okay? I'm going to start off by bleaching the knots, and then I'll proceed to bleaching the hair. I'm using 1 part powder and 2 parts liquid. So the texture of the formula is pretty thick, so I don't use more powder than liquid like I would normally do with any other product. And I like to add Shimmer Lights shampoo to the bleach so the knots aren't brassy. And I like to use a spoon to bleach the knots on my wigs that are already made because it makes it a little easier to cover the entire frontal since it does have a round shape as well. And I tried my hardest to get some good footage of this, but it's really hard to face the camera and do this at the same time. So I'm going to let that sit for a while I apply the bleach to the hair. And I'll be using the same mixture that I use for the knots, but without the shimmer light. So for the bundles, I did try to get the bleach as close as possible to the tracks because I didn't want any dark roots, and I decided to leave the bleach on the knots to multitask because I honestly just didn't feel like rinsing and blow drying and then, you know, doing that twice or whatever. And right here, I'm letting my wig sit under my light so I can get the hair to lift as much as possible. I'm going to let it sit for about an hour, and then I'll shampoo it out. So now that the hair is all lifted, I'm going to spray some of my freeze spray on the back of the lace, and this will prevent the color from leaking onto the lace. So as you can see, the lace is hard and all of the hair on the root is standing up, which I find helpful when it's time to actually color the roots. Okay, so for this first color I'm using, it's pretty dark, and I'm only going to use that for the back of the head, and I'm going to add a few squirts of the Kiss color, and then for the rest of the top of the head I'm going to use only the Kiss color, just because I wanted it a little brighter. But there's really no difference. They're pretty much the same color. So for the lace frontal, you want to make sure that your parts are very thin. You should be able to see through it, and you want to use a very light hand, and make sure that you're using a little bit of product so that you the color doesn't accidentally leak through, and combing it through will actually help to spread the product too. And I'm only doing the roots right now because it's really just less messy. It just helps me focus on not messing up the lace. And like I said before, the hair standing up out of the root really helps with applying the color. I don't know what it is, but you'll see when you try it. It really helps out. And make sure that you get close enough to the lace because the roots could end up being blonde, so make sure you take your time with that step because it's not a pretty sight. So as you can see, there's no mess and the roots look pretty good. So when I'm done with the roots, I'm going to go back in and apply color to the rest of the frontal, and that's pretty much it for the red color. So now I'm going to customize the hairline, and honestly, I like the way it came. So I'm just going to thin it out a little, and when I thin out my hairline, I never actually mess with the actual hairline. I just pluck behind the hairline. And now I'm setting my hair with my Nairobi foam wrap, and I swear, y'all, it's the best setting lotion ever, hands down. But I'm going to blow dry my hair, and then I'm going to add some pin curls. But this hairline, oh my God, just look at this hairline. It's freaking perfect. And make sure you always go through with your hot comb and lay everything down, because it really just, it's the icing on the cake. It makes everything look natural. So now I'm adding a few layers with my razor comb to the front of the wig. And when I do my pin curls, I like to do pie sections. This just keeps the curls at the bottom and keeps the top really flat. I really didn't want big red hair. I didn't want to look like a clown. So I just wanted some body. But yeah, I'm using my Hot Tools 2-inch barrel curler to achieve this look. And these are technically off-base pin curls for my Cosmo girls out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I let those curls sit overnight, and when I went to go take them down, I didn't comb them out. I just wanted to make sure that the wig had as much body as possible. So I wanted the curl to stay in for as long as possible. So I have plenty of videos of me applying my cap, so I'm just going to speed this step up. And now I'm adding some powder foundation to my lace, and this will just help tone my lace, since clearly my slow self forgot to tone my lace. But it really doesn't look that bad. That's why I said I really like this wig, y'all, because I really didn't have to do much. So to apply my wig, I'm using my freeze spray from Got To Be. Again, y'all, I'm sorry, but this just is my go-to. It works perfect for me, so I'm going to continue to use it. But if y'all have any suggestions for products that I should try, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, when you're using this freeze spray, be really careful and don't use too much to lay your lace down. Since it is a liquid, it can easily make the red bleed onto your skin, so just be careful. As you can see, I started to use less spray, so I didn't really have any more issues with the red getting on my skin. And I like to spray a little and let it dry, and then stick it down and then blow dry the rest, because it is a liquid, so it takes a little bit of time to get tacky. And now I'm cutting out my ears, and after everything dries, I'm going to go back in and do my edges. And make sure you take your time when doing your baby hair, because it's truly an art project. Like, it's really, it can easily be messed up, but you really have to take your time. So I'm combing all of the hairspray out so that the hair is not hard, and so that I don't leave any type of white residue when I go back in with my hot comb. So now, y'all, I'm just going in and finally combing out the curls and adding the finishing touches. And that's pretty much it for this hairstyle, y'all. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video. Show me some love in the comments section. And yeah, if you want to keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram at $million_baby_x. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.